nna batho ba mopostola ya shwang ka tumelo ke sa understanding.
Jwale he ho tlile jwang o be mopostola ka hara tumelo sa understanding. La bona guys batho ba vala e se ka re ntate Modimo ka le bula mahlo hobane tulo e le dulang ka hara yona di dula ka hara tulo e nang le too much activity ya memeya, and memeya e phelang ka hara vale e lahlisa batho ba bangata. E se ka re ntate Modimo ka bana le lona a le neya moya wa hore le kgone ho sefisa memeya. Batho ba fitla ho lona ba re ke ba ruti, ba re ke ba profeta, ba re ke ba evangeli, ba re ke ba apostola. Batho ba bangata ba ya timelong ka baka la ho hloka tsebo. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. So now batho ba nana hore I'm judging Propheti. Ha ke mo judge. Propheti o judgewa ke mantswe a hae le mesebetsi ya hae. So now I'm doing exactly what was done by the congregation in Ephesus did for exposing those who claim to be apostles. Let's read it. Revelation chapter 2 from verse 2 to 3. I know your deeds, your hard work, and your perseverance. I know that you cannot tolerate wicked people, that you have tested those who claim to be apostles but are not, and have found them false. You have persevered and have endured hardships for my name, and have not grown weary. I will never grow weary. Sangomas are threatening me left, right, and center. There's some bishop from Zione who was prophesying someone, and this bishop said, this guy is going to die in an accident very soon. But if you want him to believe in ancestors, bring him to me. So now they are coming with all sorts of threats just because I am preaching the message for his name's sake, not for my name's sake. I am not here to gather followers, no. For his name's sake. People must not believe in, they must believe in God. People must not believe in ancestors, they must believe in God. Our roots are in God, not in ancestors. Our roots are in God. Memeya e le ring le a iphahlela eo ke moya o tswang ho ntate Modimo. That is why ha motho a shwa moya o wa tsamaya go khutlela Modimo a faneng ka ona moya o. Le busy le harvesta memeya le sa etsebeng le ntse re le ke meya ya badimo. Ona na moya wa badimo o tlo emela wena. So guys, what I'm doing was done by the church in Ephesus, exposing the false apostles. Motho kona o ipitsa mopostola ma o hloka kutlwisiso. How can o be mopostola o bo hloka kutlwisiso? Ephesians chapter 4. O beile ba bang evangelists, pastors, teachers, prophets, apostles. So, dimpho tse kaofela di okametswe ke mopostola. And as mopostola, there is no way o tlo hloka kutlwisiso. Before the 12 became apostles, Jesus taught them first. That is why he called them disciples. So a disciple is a learner. A disciple is a student. That is why in the Bible they referred to Jesus as rabbi, which means a teacher. He had to teach them. And before atlonyoloha, before he ascended to heaven, he opened their minds to understand the scriptures. And he said, wait, I shall send you a governor who shall teach you what I say he must teach you. He will not come on his own accord. He will come in my name. So now, motho kona ke mopostola. Ha utlwisisi tumelo ya se Kriste. Umpostola ya jwang? O tshwere ha umpostola wa Kriste. You are not aligned with the Holy Spirit because the Holy Spirit must give you understanding. Guys, go and watch the whole video. He's talking about drinking of blood. It's wrong to drink the blood of an animal. So he is challenging the fact that at the hospital, they are giving us a blood transfusion. So he's saying, why is the Bible saying we must not drink the blood of an animal, but then white people can give us blood at the hospital. He does not understand. You cannot teach if you don't understand. That is why you must learn, and then you understand what you have learned, and then you apply the knowledge that is wisdom. So now, the life of an animal is in the blood. The life of a human being is in the blood. If mmele uluza madi, you are going to die. If a person has low blood, that person is going to die, because pele e hloka hore e pompe madi so that e supply madi a tshwere oxygen and supply this blood and oxygen to parts of the body. Blood is very important. So hospital, when they give you blood, they are ensuring that they can sustain your life. He does not understand that. But probably because one of this thing of studying theology in 3 to 6 months, that is the one that is causing this. Now, the second thing he spoke about is King Solomon. The fact that King Solomon had many wives and God was able to give him wisdom. So he is saying that it's okay to have many wives because God never had a problem with King Solomon. But then, if you read the Bible, I don't think God never had a problem with King Solomon. We can go and read. If you go read First Kings chapter 11, it's very clear. Let's read. I'll read the Bible. Chapter 11, First Kings chapter 11. King Solomon, however, loved many foreign women besides Pharaoh's daughter, Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. They were from nations about which the Lord had told the Israelites, you must not intermarry with them, because they will surely turn your hearts after their gods. Nevertheless, Solomon held fast to them in love. He had 700 wives of royal birth and 300 concubines, and his wives led him astray. As Solomon grew old, his wives turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father had been. He followed Ashtoreth, the goddess of Sidonians, and Molech, the detestable god of the Ammonites. So Solomon did evil in the eyes of the Lord. He did not follow the Lord completely, as David his father had done. On a hill east of Jerusalem, Solomon built a high place for Chemosh, the detestable god of the Moab, and for Molech, the detestable god of the Ammonites. He did the same for all his foreign wives, who burned incense and offered sacrifices to their God. The Lord became angry with Solomon because his heart had turned away from the Lord, the God of Israel, who appeared to him twice. Although he had forbidden Solomon to follow other gods, Solomon did not keep the Lord's command. So the Lord said to Solomon, since this is your attitude, and you have not kept my covenant and my decrees which I commanded you, I will most certainly tear the kingdom away from you and give it to one of your subordinates. Nevertheless, for the sake of David your father, I will not do it during your lifetime. I will tear it out of the hand of your son. Yet I will not tear the whole kingdom from him, but will give him one tribe for the sake of David my servant, and for the sake of Jerusalem, which I have chosen. Israel was split because of the abominations of King Solomon. If he didn't marry so many wives, Israel would still have been intact. So, just because we read something in the Bible does not mean it's okay to do it. When you read a story about King Solomon, that is a description. There are stories in the Bible that are prescribed where God says that you must not do this. So when you read something, it does not mean you must do it. It's okay for you to do it. But then, you guys, you have an apostle who does not understand the faith that is in. I feel sad for you guys. And I pray that God may give you the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding.